I was told.
Starting the recording,
viewer,
so you know.
You're recording right now?
Yes. Not starting the episode. We're just recording. I'll edit all this bullshit out.
Alright.
Let me get my drugs in my system.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
Ah, fuck. I'll be right back. I gotta grab my drink.
Okay. So whoever is editing this, I apologize. You're gonna have to do a crunching noise.
Hey. Out. Come on. I'm back.
Mm-hmm.
Should I put my chain on?
If you want.
Oh, I feel feisty.
Okay, good. If you're in the mood to be spicy today, by all means. I'm very chill today.
Just a little spicy. Just a little, you know?
Okay, bro. I just had a good day. I just had me some good food. My lady's over there. She's feeling good.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
1 second.
I'm just chilling right now.
Hell yeah.
So go ahead, put your chain on, be spicy. Wow.
Oh, we spicy, baby.
Not quite the chain I had in mind, but
What are you talking about? You don't like this?
That's fine. That's what you want.
I try to keep it real 90s around here. Alright.
Okay. Alright. Enough eating, enough drinking, because I was told that was rude.
Who? Who said that?
My lady, she's like, yeah, maybe don't be munching on things while you're podcasting. I was like, fair point.
I've watched a podcast where they legit just ate a plate of meat. I mean, they acknowledged at the time that it wasn't great for the podcast, but it was still an entertaining podcast.
You can keep that in.
Keep that in?
Nah. Actually, nah, sure, why not?
Nothing is staying in right now.
Good.
Nothing goes in before we do the introduction.
Okay. There you go. So, yeah, that doesn't go in. Alright. Let's do this.
Ooh. It feels so fucking weird, like putting like the headset on. Because I usually keep it off of one ear. It just feels weird.
Hey, this is the first time we're doing a... Actually, no. I wore just a t-shirt the last time, I think, or the time before that. I think every time we've done a podcast, I've been wearing a hoodie and or jacket.
You gotta mix it up sometimes.
Yeah. Is what it is.
Is what it is. See, make sure my levels are good. Alright, that should be okay. Move my mic a little bit closer. Alright, you ready?
Let's do this.
Alright, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Beard on Fire podcast. I'm one of your beautiful hosts, Erupt, aka Jeff, aka the Kimbo Slice of Podcasting, and with me as always, the gorgeous, handsome, the sexual energy of the podcast, Mansetsfire.
If only they knew. Yes! What's going on, everybody? What it is, what it do.
I'm trying to mix up my introductions every time. Alright? I'm gonna keep like a separate notepad of just different things to call you before I introduce you.
Okay, fair enough.
So,
you know what I mean?
In the comments below, if anybody wants to leave me suggestions, I'll take all the help I can get.
Oh my god. That totally doesn't seem like a bad idea at all.
Yeah, and I'm totally...
Yeah, but sure. Like when we start getting more people and we start getting more fuckboys in the comments, yeah, that's gonna be very interesting to see what happens.
Welcome to the Fuckboy Podcast.
Welcome to the fuckboy comment. Welcome to the
Just a bunch
fuckboy
of
podcast.
fuckboys.
Just a bunch of fuckboys talking about fuckboy shit. So yeah, on today's agenda, we will be talking about
whatever the fuck we feel like.
Basically,
like
whatever the fuck
episode?
we feel like.
We always try to like plan ahead and like topics, but then we start and we just go off on wherever the fuck we roll into.
Like, listen, people, if we look like a bunch of professionals, trust me, we are not.
Oh, I'm professional in everything I do.
Good for you. I'm not. Not
Except
everything is worth it.
My beard right now looks like shit.
Really? It looks like shit?
Yeah. There's like no product in it. Just dry as fuck.
So, beard talk with the main beard of the podcast. What product do you usually put in your beard to keep it lush and full and all that other good stuff?
Lately, my mom for Christmas got me like a beard kit.
Mm-hmm.
And so it came with like a comb, brush, oil, balm, all that kind of shit. And so I've been using that, and I think it's called like Viking Revolution.
Viking Revolution?
Yeah, I think that's the brand name.
Okay.
But I usually don't fuck with balms because I don't like. Because when I use balms, I feel like my beard gets like too stiff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like using like gel. Like,
okay,
it feels weird. Like it's very firm. I can't really fuck with it because otherwise it just stays however the fucking way I touched it last. Like.
Well, between you and Syraf, both y'all are a family of beard. Both y'all come from a family of beards, so as you can see, I'm not as follically gifted as y'all. So I can't
like that
really.
Phrasing. Follically gifted.
Yes, I'm not as follically gifted as y'all, so I wouldn't really know the proper regimen for keeping a beard in check, such as you do.
Yeah. So so routine wise, I would say once a month I have Lex trim any like loose shit that pops up. Like it needs to happen now. My shit's crazy. Mm-hmm. And then I would say I wash my beard like once a week. And then I use either beard oil or I use Lex's leave-in conditioner.
Leave-in conditioner?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Somehow I don't know how the fuck my beard works, but Lex uses all of that fucking like what the fuck is that other shampoo? Mane and Tail. You know what I'm talking about? The horse shampoo.
It's the horse shampoo.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, but okay, if somebody will.
Okay, so it's technically horse shampoo, but I guess it works really well with colored people's hair because it's like coarse, you know. So I guess it works with that. But she uses some other kind of leave-in. I think it's like, it's a green bottle. It's like Aussie, some shit like that. But it's a leave-in conditioner that she uses, and for some reason, all of her curly hair products just work amazingly with my beard. And so it's like every time she gets a hair product, I'm like, I'm putting that shit in my beard. Like, it works.
If it works, it works. Jesus.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, like, I don't know. I would love to know. Like, it's funny that it's like when it comes to your beard, you could use, predominantly like black people products and stuff like that. Yeah. Whereas other people, it's like a huge difference. So I wonder,
It's just my beard.
Just your beard?
Just the beard.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, I haven't had hair for like the last 15 years. So not sure about that situation. Like, actually, right now is the longest my hair has been in probably the last 10 years.
Okay.
And it's not even that long. It's just I usually shave my head.
Fair enough. So, like, when you go to job interviews and stuff, you go job interviews with a full beard and everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not getting a job someplace where I have to shave my beard.
Okay. So you just straight up won't apply for jobs that require that type of corporate America clean cut bullshit job?
Yeah. You've never seen me without a beard. It's not pretty.
Never.
I need to have the beard. It completes me. It completes me as a person. All right.
Well, you said you went on a job. You said, I remember hearing you saying you went on a job interview before. How'd that go?
I got recently. The job.
You got the job? What's the job on?
I started Monday.
Oh, you started already?
I start on Monday.
You start on Monday.
Yeah.
Doing what?
Working at a mill.
A mill?
Yeah, I'm gonna be one of those guys. It's like a factory job.
Yeah, but what exactly would you be doing at the mill?
I think the plant I'm working at makes molding. If I remember correctly. It does does like molding for like office buildings.
Oh, okay.
So
that's
like
cool.
Yeah, like door framing, the like floor and wall, like ceiling lining shit, crowning, all that stuff. I put wood into a machine and pull wood out of a machine, and that's my job.
Okay.
It's just a physical job for 10 hours.
Okay, 10 hours. God damn.
Yeah,
okay.
Boy. It's 5 a.m. to 3:30. Monday to Friday.
How far away is the job from you?
Well, since my car got impounded, it's a 30-minute walk.
Jesus. Wait, hold on. So your car got impounded. What exactly? How the fuck did that happen? What happened there?
Yeah, that usually tends to happen when you don't have insurance for 2 years.
And you had plates on the car?
Yeah.
Were you still actually driving it?
Yeah, every day. Every single day. I didn't get pulled over for 2 years.
Hold on. Whoever is editing this, just to be clear, if you wanted to edit out the fact that this man admitted to driving without insurance,
I don't give a shit.
Be my guest.
Nope. Nothing is getting taken out. I don't give a fuck.
Okay. Weren't you nervous every time the fucking cops pulled you over, or if they would even pull you over?
Nah, not really. I don't know. Why worry about it?
What world did... Okay, Jesus Christ. What? I remember my insurance lapsed for like 2 months, and I like parked my car up, took the plates off. I was like super paranoid about it.
Okay, to be fair... telling me... To be fair, like the entire time I would drive, it's like... Okay, so the town I live in is very much like a trucker town. Like, it's a small town. The main road is just a through road on a highway. And it's like, you know, trucker stops, shit like that. Like, it's a smaller town. So, you are least likely to get pulled over on that main road because it's a lot of through traffic. You know what I mean? So, it's like, every store that I need to go to is on that main road. And so I just never... It was never a situation.
Good Lord. See, this is part of the reason why I'm living in the city I live in. I'm instantly like, screw that. Like, I have been paranoid to drive like less than 10 minutes away from me because like we literally will just have intersections on intersections.
Yeah.
So there'll be cops just sitting there waiting. And you have to assume every cop that, you know, is sitting there with a license plate scanner. So
yeah, of course.
If they see your license, they scan your license plate, the first thing they're going to say is, "Oh, insurance is not there." So you're just begging to be pulled over. Long story short. So it's like interesting that now you're telling me like, yeah, I went like X amount of years with no damn insurance. It's like, oh, okay. My boy, my Go Ham would also be very, very happy to hear that as well because he's had some crazy shit too.
I know they impounded the car. And they're like, yeah, you can come get this car whenever you have the money for it. And I was like, by the time I'm able to get that car, it's going to be more than I spent on the car itself. So you might as well just keep that motherfucker. Just scrap it. Get out of it what you can because I'm not coming back for it. I was like, we got taxes.
How much did you spend on the car?
Was it like 1,000, maybe?
What kind of car is it?
It was 98 Ford Escort.
Oh yeah, that's a piece of shit.
But it was also salvaged.
Like it was salvaged title.
Like no, like before we bought it, whoever owned it before us like totaled the car, and then somebody fixed it up and resold
it. Yeah, so they sold it under salvage title.
Yeah. So it was just like I'm not going back for that car. I don't care about it. I was like, that shit needs so much work anyways. Like, I'm going to spend 1,000 to get it out of the impound. And then another, like, 5,000 just fixing shit wrong with the car. When I can just take that 5,000 and buy a new fucking car.
Yeah.
So I was like, keep it, right? Whatever.
What'd they say to you though?
Nothing. They're just like, when you got the money, come get it. And I was like, yeah, I'll definitely do that. Wink. And just never talked to him again.
Never came back. Yeah.
Nah.
Shit.
I got taxes coming in soon. I'm just gonna buy a new fucking car.
Yeah, man. All right. I can't even get mad at you. Like, I have a car, but like, I need to actually fix it, and it's really light shit. It's like the alternator went, and I just keep telling myself, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna fix it this week. I'm gonna fix it this week. That week never came. So yes.
Yeah, that was literally me with this car every week. Where I was like, I'm gonna look up a YouTube video. I'm gonna see what's wrong with this bitch. I'm gonna fix it, and then I was like, yeah, not doing that.
No, that's another question. Like, when is it a good idea to just do some shit yourself for the sake of saving money, or is it a good idea to take it to a professional? Like for me personally, I don't mind doing some light shit. Like again, my boy I Go Ham, he's like a legit mechanic, and he would always sit here and argue with me, like, why are you spending money to go do that? You can just fix it yourself. But then sometimes it's just straight up like I don't feel like fucking dealing with that. Like I just want my shit to work, you know.
So
one of those instances where I'm like that.
I would say that there's no definitive answer for anybody in particular.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say it's more of it's time versus convenience kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you have that kind of money that you can pay somebody else to do it, and you don't want to waste your time doing it, then pay somebody else to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but that's per person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like for most shit, well, especially like streaming and just general shit around the house. Like if it's something small, I'll watch a YouTube video, get it done. Like I know how to do most basic shit on a car, like oil, tires, like all that shit. But it's like if it's something else, I'm like, I don't want to spend my time learning how to do this and doing it. It's like I could be spending time with my kids. Like I'm not. Like it just depends on what you think your time is worth.
Time is worth, yeah. I mean, that type of mentality could be applied to a bunch of things too. Even when it comes to things like finding employment and finding like jobs and what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do. Like it's funny even now. Like I'm looking at things like just in general, like per se, like with my job. Like, I'm actually questioning if, the things that I'm doing at my job is even worthy of my time, per se.
Right.
So, yeah. So, definitely that whole time versus money argument is definitely really strong. Yeah, like, you told me that Lexi, for those who don't know, Lexi is his wife.
You told me Lexi, I'm single. Hit me up, ladies.
Yeah. It's okay. They're in an open relationship. They're good. They're good.
Lex will like to see it more than I will.
She's a Latina, but she's not going to stab you. Don't worry about it.
She'll just stab me.
She'll stab him before she stabs you. So, ladies, hit him up. So, it's called white chocolate for a reason. Anyway, so, yeah. So, like, she left her job, right? Did she find another one or no?
Nah, that's why I had to go back to work.
Okay, so y'all just basically trading it out this time. Now you're working. Well, hopefully you'll be working, and she will be staying home with the kids.
Yeah, because that's the way it was before when I was working that armored security job. Was I was working, she was staying at home, and then when I left that job because of all the bullshit, the job itself was great. Everything else about it sucked. So, like, I had to leave that job, and she was like, "It's okay, you quit that. I want to get back out." So I quit to be a stay-at-home dad. She went back out. She had 2 jobs. The first job she lost because we weren't vaccinated at the time. And
that's recent then.
Yeah. And she was a screener at the hospital.
Okay.
So she lost that. But that also wasn't her fault because they sent out like an email telling everybody to get vaccinated. But they sent out that email before she was hired. So she had no idea. And then just one day they're like, "Oh, you're not vaccinated. You have to get the fuck out." Which is fucked up.
Well, hold on. They didn't give her no time to like prepare or even get vaccinated?
No, not at all. They're just like, you have to go.
Mm.
And then she worked at Subway for a little bit, and the management over there was just fucked up, and she didn't want to deal with that fucking drama. And I don't think anybody should have to deal with any kind of drama in their work situation.
Agreed.
So she left that, and she's been applying, but nobody else is answering back. So I was like, I guess I'll start working again.
Is she vaccinated and all that shit now, so that can be used against her again?
Yeah, we're good now.
Okay, that's all that matters.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is now, but it's like, yeah, it's whatever. I was like, I'll just go back to work.
See, I guess that's a good thing that you guys are more of a partnership, so you guys can interchangeably choose who's working, who's not working.
Yeah.
Like in my situation, I'm frustrated at my job now, and I'm just trying to like figure out how the hell I'm actually going to proceed forward. So I was like thinking, like, you know, if you're in a situation where it's just you, when would be a good time to like go and risk entering the job, seeking the job seeker role again? Because I'm like, I really want to leave this job, but to be perfectly honest, it's a decent job.
Right.
It pays well, but it's just like, I just don't want to do it anymore.
That makes sense.
So I was just thinking, like, when do you think would be a good time to leave a job, in spite of everything? Or do you think there's never a good time to leave, just always stay where you need to stay to just make money?
I don't think anybody should ever just stay where they're at. Like, I don't know. I think your life is your life, and it's up to you yourself to give your life, or to give yourself the best life you can give yourself. So you have to look at it in the same way of, like, is it worth me quitting this job, not having money, but not have to deal with that while I look for something else? Or is it better to put up with this because it makes me financially secure? But that's, like, I would rather be homeless than be unhappy in a work situation. But that's, like, again, that's personal. However, yeah, it's whatever makes you happy. I feel like everybody has their own duty to make themselves happy. And if you're not happy, change your situation.
Well, yeah, that's definitely a thing. Like, it's pointless to sit there and be complaining about things over and over and over again and not do a goddamn thing about it. I know people who've done that. They'll sit there and they'll bitch about a job, but then you'll ask them, like, well, are you applying elsewhere? Are you looking elsewhere? Are you trying to gain new skills? And they'll be like, no. Or they'll make more excuses as to why they can't.
Right.
So, yeah, definitely that I could agree with.
Yeah, I mean, but that's just, I don't know, human nature, I guess. To kind of put off reaching your own potential. It's a scary thing to, like, try to be the best you when the best you might not be good enough for other people. It's a scary thing to reach for. You know what I mean? So
true.
So I think that's why a lot of people are afraid to live their own life, and a lot of that also has to do with, like, your family. Like, a lot of
a little more
of, like, just like everybody can at least relate to the idea of having a racist uncle, aunt, something. You know what I mean? Like, might not be everybody's family, but everybody is aware that that's a thing. But it's that kind of thing of, like, where do you cut the line between family? Of, like,
okay,
how much are you willing to give up your own happiness for something else? You know what I mean? Like, I don't talk to the majority of my family because
of this.
What do you mean?
Because, like, what? Because of racist shit, or just in general?
No, just because I mean, every family member is a different situation. But yeah, I definitely have a couple. I have an uncle, cousin maybe, that's, like, a little sexist, racist, and I'm just like, I don't need that in my life. And I'm like, blood means nothing to me. You know what I mean? Like, your family is who you choose to be in your life.
True.
It doesn't have to be blood.
Facts.
That's how I live my life. I'm like, just because we're blood related, I'm not putting up with your bullshit. And so that's just, I don't know. For different reasons among my family members, it's just one thing came up or another, and I don't really talk to anyone. There's a few I'm still cool with, but besides that, like the majority of my family I don't talk to.
Hey man, let me ask you this question. Like as a man, right? As a question. I just combined two sentences. As a question. You know, basically as a man, you know, you go out into the world.
Yeah.
You meet somebody, you eventually settle down with them, what have you. And you go and you essentially make a family with them, you know? In your case, it's a little bit more, it's more cut and dry because like you literally met Lex, got married, decided to have children, all this other stuff.
Right.
You know, how do you come to terms with that? And, you know, maybe you should wait to fully answer the question or ask Lex to elaborate further when she's a guest. But like, how do you come to terms with that? You know, having this family that you've made versus the family you were born with, you know?
I don't know. Like, for me, it's pretty straightforward because, like I said, I don't talk to the majority of my family. So it's like, my family is my family. My wife, my two kids. Like, and then, of course, my mom and my brother. But that's more or less my family. Like, like I said, I talked to a couple cousins, all that stuff, but for the most part, it's like this, whatever, 5 of us, 6 of us. That's, I don't know, that's my family. I don't know. Don't put too much thought into it. Thinking too deep into all this shit is a waste of time.
What makes you think it's a waste of time?
Because why, I don't know. To me, it's a waste of time. Because like I said, it's, you have to do what makes you happy in life. So it's like, does this make you happy or not? Like, it shouldn't be that difficult of a question to ask yourself. It's like that, what was that one video back in the day that went super fucking viral of the, like, does this bring you joy? Or, like, this one does not spark joy? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It was like, yeah, that's pretty much how I view life. Of like, this is something I enjoy, so it's in my life.
I do it. Yeah.
Yeah, and if it's something I don't enjoy, then get the fuck away from it.
You don't do it.
Yeah. Even if that's family, and they're like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "Fuck yourself. I don't care." Like, my fucking life.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, everybody would agree with that and probably try to live that, but I could hear the potential angry mob amassing who's like, well, it's not that simple. You know, these people have been in your life and blood and blah, 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 blah,
and
blah.
I would disagree with that and say, it doesn't fucking matter. Do what the fuck you want to do. Like, I get into that same argument with Lex all the time. She's Puerto Rican. Like, that whole Hispanic family thing runs deep in that blood. And so it's like, she deals with all this family shit, and I'm like, why do you deal with this? Like, this is not your fucking issue. Like, it's not her job to fix her fucking family. I'm like, if they have issues, they can fucking deal with it. Like, but that's me. And then she's like, but it's family, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't know. I can't relate.
Do you think it could be cultural too? Like, I know that, especially with Hispanics, like, family is very, very important.
Oh, yeah.
I remember when I dated a Spanish chick, it straight up caused problems between her and I. Like, me and her would have an argument, and the first thing she'd do is run to her family. And her family is such that, doesn't matter, right, wrong, indifferent, they back you up, period.
Oh,
which is romantic to think about, but it's like, you're kind of stunting her growth at the same time. Because if I'm sitting here trying to show her something and trying to be like, hey, look, you know, you're wrong for X and Y reason, and I sit here and I use logic and I try to explain, and I genuinely have a point, but she keeps a battery in her back because she has her little cheer team backing her no matter what the fuck she says, then how is she going to learn anything and how is she going to grow? But, excuse me, all that to say.
Yeah. So,
some people, family, doesn't matter. It's just you support them, period.
Yeah. Like, that whole, like, the family thing runs deep in Lex's family. But it's more of they're always there for each other. But it's like, there's been multiple times where me and Lex have gotten to, like, an argument over something. And she calls her mom, or she calls her sister.
Mm-hmm.
And her sister's like, why are you being stupid? He's right. You know he's right.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, I can respect her family for like not just backing her up immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Like they listen to it and they're like, stop being stupid.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, yeah, I don't know. I try my hardest to not go to anybody else with my problems.
Now we talking. Okay. Now we talking. Go ahead, bro. Talk your shit.
No, I don't know. It lines up with the same shit of you have to make yourself happy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like anything I deal with. But I mean, I've also like I do a lot of meditation. Like I try to analyze things to the best of my ability.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say one of my issues is that I have a hard time with emotion.
Really, I could not tell.
Yeah. All right. Huh? So, yeah. So it's like it's hard for me like to just relate to anybody on an emotional level.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like if somebody comes to me with their life problem, whatever the situation is, I'm like, fix it. Like, what?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm way too.
I actually do.
I'm way too logical. Of just like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you have a problem, fix it. Like, why are you crying over this? Like, why is this?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. Maybe it's just because I don't like wasting time on shit that doesn't matter.
Well, I would ask then though, like that whole approach of like, oh, you've got a problem, fix it. Do you think that's because it might require, like I think you're touching on the reason why you're doing it, but like even in explaining it, you're still doing the thing that causes the problem in the first place.
Right.
Like when someone comes to you with a problem, right?
Yes.
You have to have a certain amount of empathy to the problem to think deeper as to what the problem is. Like for instance,
Right.
like with me, like some people talk to me about their problems, and I could hear an Australian dying laughing in the background right now. Some people come to me with their problems. Yeah. And like the reason why I don't just give the answer of like, well, just fix it, because it's like it requires, I can't really just completely disassociate myself from the problem. Like if a friend comes at me and asks me a serious question, I'm going to dive into it. I'm going to at least give it the brain power it deserves to be like, okay, well, this is a multi-layered problem. Let's go down a few layers and see if we could, attack the cause.
All right.
And,
real quick, to be clear,
mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that if somebody was like, oh, this is the issue, I'm not literally just saying, just fix it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, if they come to me with the problem, I'm always like, this is how you take care of that. And then it's not a problem. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not just like, get over it.
That's a better explanation.
Yes, I come with like a logical of like, this is how you fix the situation. But why are you crying over it? Why is this making you upset? Like, that's where I disassociate.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm a robot. I like, I don't know. Emotions, I don't know, seem like just a fucking waste of time.
I agree.
I mean, I don't know.
I genuinely agree. And again, I can hear an Australian cringe when me saying that. But yeah, I agree. Sometimes I feel like emotions do nothing but get in the way.
Yeah. But that's also like, well, like just recently with like my camera hiatus that I was doing on my stream. It's like, I can't say that it doesn't affect me at all, because during that time, I just wasn't in the mind state like to be on camera. And I was like, I'm still gonna stream. Like, I enjoy streaming. I want to talk to people. I was like, I just don't want to be on camera. You know what I mean? I just wasn't. Everyone's like,
that's very common among streamers after a certain point. So you're not alone on that.
Yeah, like most of my life, I'm fucking Gucci, and then it's like once, like 1 week every like 4 months or so, I'm just like, I don't want to deal with people. I don't want to see people. Don't want to talk to people. Like. Like, I don't know. But I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I was just trained to fucking just bottle everything in.
Yeah, but that's you're not the only one who does that. But it's like I could 100% confirm that is just an issue waiting to happen at a later date. I'm the same way. I don't openly tell anyone anything, But I know for a fact that internally, like, if there was somehow some way to, like, completely cut the emotions out of me, so I genuinely don't feel anything one way or the other,
Right.
I would probably do it. But the counter to that would always be like, oh, well, you wouldn't feel the good things. You wouldn't feel happiness. You wouldn't feel this. You wouldn't feel that. And this is going to sound emo as fuck. I acknowledge. But, like, genuine happiness is so fleeting, whereas the other negative emotions are so numerous. I'm willing to make that sacrifice.
Yeah, it's a ratio.
And it's like, you know, like, really think about it. Really think about it. Of course there are times when you're happy. Of course there are times you're happy.
See, I would disagree with you on I wouldn't have it done.
Mm-hmm.
Well, mostly because I already don't feel most emotions. Mm-hmm. But the second part is when you have some like real emotional sex, that's top tier. I can't give up that feeling.
Okay.
Even if it's fucking once a year, I'm not giving up that feeling.
To briefly touch on that, actually, to briefly touch on that. Okay, being the other man, and I know who's going to be watching this. Tell me, what is more? What has more value to you? Like, just good physical but no emotional sex, or screw it, just really good, no emotion sex, like literally just mechanical action, but the mechanical action feels good, versus really good emotional sex with a partner that you actually give a shit about.
And I have to choose one.
And you have to choose one.
Because both are great.
Well, we're trying to see which one is better.
Fuck.
Sex in general is just good. But I mean, like, if you had to choose one.
This is rough. Me and Lex get into some weird shit. I would say the passionate sex is probably better.
There's sex with someone you're emotional.
If it's just plain out, just missionary, but it's emotional, I would say that tops any kinky shit.
Thank you. This is what you don't realize is you just proved a point. Well, not really. There was no point to be proven, but I just wanted to fucking say it and make it clear. Yeah, like I obviously, if the way I phrased the question didn't make it clear enough, obviously I would choose the emotional sex with the feelings and all the other shit. Now that being said, to link it back to the original point, like I would still cut out the emotions if I can, because
I don't know, man.
I mean, that's again,
what I'm saying. I can't give up that. I can't give up that emotional sex feeling. I can't give that up. Mm-hmm. I'd rather hurt for fucking 11 months and have just 1 month of that feeling. Such a good feeling.
See, you're making me feel the type of ways now. Now I just feel like I have to stick to my guns.
Do what you do. I'm not trying to convince you. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
The whole point of this podcast is to not make us agree on everything. You can disagree. It's okay.
Well, I know that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying for myself. I'm using you as an analog for something, an internal debate that I'm having in my head. But yes, like, I don't know. Yeah, good. And especially now that I found someone I actually give a shit about, that sex is gonna be really, really good.
It's a good possibility. Are you drinking out of a green cup?
I am.
Oh, it's all a green cup. I can't see it.
Yep.
Blending into your background.
So like, no one can tell what I'm drinking, so there's no freaking weird ass questions.
Ooh, we need sponsors. Sponsor us.
NVIDIA, give us some fucking money.
Yeah.
Because Lord knows you can't give us a fucking graphics card. The least you could do is give us money so we could give it to the scalper so we could get a goddamn graphics card.
Well, then just ship us one personally.
What happened?
They can just ship us one personally.
They can't. There was a story that they literally couldn't send. They literally couldn't send people graphics cards because they were such a hot commodity.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like the people who make the graphics cards, literally couldn't give them to the people because every time they made a new set, they put it on the market, people snapped it up. So like normally how they have deals with like, YouTubers and other outlets to kind of get access, like they literally had like a shortage. So outlets were literally swapping graphics cards. Like I have it for this time, you have it for that time, and they get it after that. And people are like on a waiting list to get it.
I just want to say, if there's anybody out there who builds PCs and wants to build me a custom Beard on Fire podcast PC, that'd be dope.
I mean,
you know what to say. You got to put your wishes into the universe. Just throwing it out there,
I could do it. I'm gonna have to charge you.
Too much. Nah, I'm looking for a fan submission.
A fan submission? Okay. Fans of the show. Thoughts out there.
All 5 of them.
Yeah, like the 3 of y'all. Like if one of y'all could build a PC, not you, baby, because you're gonna say you're gonna say you could do it, and then ask me to do it. No.
I was gonna say all of our fans that include both our girls and one stranger.
Yeah, well, not even. We can be even more specific. Both our girls, your brother, his girl, and then Un.
I gotta take that back because Lex does not watch this, or hasn't so far.
Damn, bro.
And to that, I'm gonna say, fuck you, bitch. Have you ever seen that Key and Peele skit?
Tell me anyway.
The one where the husband and wife go over to the friend's house and they're showing them the new house, and then every time the 2 guys are like by themselves, they're like, "Yeah, she wanted to do this," and I was like, "Bitch." And he's like, "Did you say that though?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "No, did you call your wife a bitch?" He goes, Yeah, totally.
Yeah, sure. Fucking liar. That's another thing. Have you ever been around that one dude who talks wild, spicy shit, and the dude's full of shit?
Oh yeah, of course. I was in the military. That's like 80% of the guys in there. Everybody wants to talk their shit.
It's like, dude, if you don't shut the fuck up and get the fuck out of my face with that.
Yo, we had a dude in my platoon that could do all the fucking Naruto like hand signal shit. Mm-hmm. That dude was cool. Just saying.
Our armed forces, ladies and gentlemen, dedicating themselves to protecting their country and learning literally all the Naruto hand signs.
Yeah, he was a nerdy dude, but he was cool.
It is what it is.
I was like his bodyguard.
You were his bodyguard.
Everybody else picked on him, and I was like, "Fight me, motherfuckers!" And they're like, "Nah." And he was the one that got me into PC gaming.
He was?
Yeah. He also got me to play Minecraft before Minecraft became Minecraft. Yet. No, I'm saying like back in the day. Like when Minecraft was still like the small game. I played it back then.
Before it was sold into $1 billion company.
Yeah, when it was still free.
Oh, God.
Back in those days.
Yeah, that's right. Minecraft was free at one
point. It was. Back in the day, before they sold it to Microsoft.
Yeah. Well, from what I remember, there are 2 versions. There's like the Java version, and then there's
No, I thought they dropped Java.
I don't know. I'll look into it.
Looking it up right now.
Go ahead.
This is a research-based podcast.
Yes. See, the way it's supposed to work is his brother is supposed to be our guy in our ears researching shit, but he's busy doing things. I have no idea what he's doing.
Kind of, sort of.
How is your brother anyway?
How old is my brother?
No, how is he?
How is he? I don't know. He's alright.
No, how is he? What's going on in his life?
I don't know. Life things?
He's your brother! What the fuck do you mean you don't know?
I don't know. Why are you asking me personal questions about my brother? It's weird.
How is he doing is a personal question?
And I said he's doing okay. You want life updates? Stop being weird.
Yeah, well, I'm fucking weird. What do you want from me? Nothing I could do about that. People have been trying to make me unweird for a long ass time.
I'm still looking up this thing.
I know, that's why I'm staying quiet. Future you will edit this quietness out and just be like, yeah, I found it in seconds.
Not at all. Oh, everybody has to sit here in my awkwardness. I need a song to play. Like when I'm like
here
looking
with you.
Shit
I'm
up.
literally just gonna stare at you as this awkwardness goes
I'm saying
on.
I'm gonna download a song. It's gonna be the Jeff is Googling
I don't know why you clicked this either. Why did you click this?
Click what?
Why? To listen to these 2 idiots? Why would you do that?
This is our life.
This is really your fault. It's not our fault. This is your fault.
No,
you clicked this.
Yeah, it's definitely your fault.
You chose to be here.
Yeah. You piece of shit.
You saw that beard and you saw this face and you were like, yeah, I want a part of that.
I guess so. All right, I'm done Googling. I couldn't find anything.
Jesus Christ.
I guess the Java edition is still a thing. I don't know.
Yeah, well, tease their own.
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome. Don't worry. You'll get more of this content. Literally, we're just trying to fill this out because we fucked up.
Fucked up?
Not we. Not we. Actually, our homie's internet service provider fucked up.
Yeah, boy. My shit went out.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you don't pay bills.
Go into that. What happened with that exactly?
I didn't pay my bill. There's not much to go into.
Okay, fair.
Didn't pay it, and they're like, turn it off, and we're like, okay, here's some money, and they turned it back on. So now we're good.
I hate that. I hate that they do that. Like these people now, they just sit there and they'll wait for you. They'll be like, yeah, if you don't turn it back on, we'll just cut our shit off, and then we'll know you'll find that money. You'll fucking rob somebody. You have to get that internet back up. Yeah, you missed porn.
It was just one of those things that we didn't like. We just spaced the bill because it's not on auto pay. We paid every month like manually.
You don't explain that shit to me. I know that feel very well.
You know, same old dumb shit. But you know, shit happens. But we're back, baby.
What service provider? What service provider do you have?
Bend Broadband.
Of course, you're on the other side of the country.
Yeah, boy.
I pay for Verizon, so you know what that means. That means $100 and something a month. I have to come out of my ass.
That means Nvidia and Verizon need to pay us for a sponsorship.
I'm just saying, you could give us some money, and I could sit here. I could build a custom PC with some over-the-top, completely unnecessary components. That's totally unattainable for like 80% of the people out there.
And I'll stop doing drugs on the podcast. I'll stop doing drugs. Yeah. You give me money, I'll stop doing drugs on the podcast.
Listen, you give us money, I will go vegan.
Okay, I ain't going that far.
I will. If you could flood me with 3090 Ti's, fuck it. I'll go vegan.
I don't know if I can do that. I don't know.
I can do it. Like I'm eating a pork chop sandwich right now. I'm eating a pork chop right now. And I stopped eating so that way I could do this podcast.
Woo!
That's the level of dedication I have to this people. As well as random beans and mincemeat and rice. So I'm a meat eater.
It sounds like a good combination.
You provide... No, it's not because they fucked up the meatloaf. You provide us with equipment, NVIDIA, if you ever see this, or anyone who works at NVIDIA sees this.
Or anybody who just wants to sponsor us. Anybody.
Yeah, hey, United States Beef Incorporated, you want to see me eat a hamburger on every podcast? I'm willing to do that. You know, fuck my health and screw high blood pressure and heart disease. Yeah. I eat a greasy ass. I'll eat a Juicy Lucy every freaking hamburger.
Yeah, we'll make it a segment where you just have to sit here and watch us eat hamburgers for 10 minutes.
Dude, literally. Or, you know what? I'll consult my lady. She's a sexy Italian. She could chef up some shit and be like, here, there you go. Eat that. Yeah. And then she can make meatballs. She can make other Italian shit with meat. So, yeah, totally. And then, we'll sit there and we'll eat beef. Only thing we can't do is dairy because I need to live. But you can sit there and down a milkshake like every freaking episode. Right? So there you go.
I'll down 2 milkshakes every episode.
That's the level of dedication we could provide. That's what we bring to the table. What are you bringing to the table? All you need to do is give us a check an episode. We're good.
Exactly. Easy.
Exactly. You know, Joe Rogan got paid, what, 10 mil?
Yeah, but now he's being canceled.
Yeah, he says some fuck shit.
Yeah, he said the N-word like 20 million times.
Oh, I'm sorry. He said the N-word, but he said it in context. I was saying it in context of the...
Context matters.
Fucking dick.
Context matters.
Not when it comes to that shit, you fucking moron. No. Jesus Christ. Try to play it off, too, like we're fucking stupid.
Nah.
But either way,
whatever.
It is what it is.
Whatever. I wasn't his biggest fan. I don't really care.
Yeah, I didn't hate him. But I certainly wasn't sitting here going to bat for him either.
No.
That's another thing. You fucking people need to stop. Now we're just shooting shit. You fucking morons need to stop sucking the dick of every fucking celebrity out there like these people care about you.
Yeah, they fucking really white people.
They really don't. None of these motherfuckers care about you. Not a single one.
Nah.
Like, your motherfuckers who are sitting there getting all, like, really up in your feelings about some shit that Kanye West tweeted.
Not even just that shit.
Why do you even care?
Like, when, Bob Saget and Betty White died.
Yeah.
And people were like, oh, they passed away. And I was like, okay. Like, I don't know them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to be sad that they passed. Like, I have no connection to these people.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were in some dope shows, but like, I didn't know them. All that shit's too much.
You know what it is? It's because people don't have anything going on in their personal lives, so they form connections with fictional people.
Yeah.
And I say fictional because, like, you think you know these people, in reality you don't. You build an image in your head of what these celebrities are like, and you force yourself to be attached to that. And in reality, who these people are and that image that they put out and the image in your head could all be entirely different.
Exactly. Like, if there's a dedicated fan to this podcast, you might think you know me, but you don't know how much milk I like in my cereal. You know what I mean?
Actually, the person who would watch this podcast actually knows me quite intimately. So in that instance, I can't say that.
But do they know how much milk you like in your cereal?
Yes, she does.
Oh, okay.
She knows exactly how much milk I like in my cereal.
I've been with Lex for almost 10 years, and she doesn't know how much milk I like in my cereal.
She does. My lady does.
All right.
She knows exactly how I like my measly in the morning. And when she sees that, she's going to lose her shit. But yes, she knows exactly how much measly I like to eat in the morning. She knows exactly how much freaking cheese I could eat before I start to die. She knows all that shit.
That's a good limit to know. That's a good limit to know. How much cheese you can eat before you die?
Yeah, she even knows what types of cheeses I could eat before I die.
Ooh.
Yeah, we had that conversation a little while ago. That's my baby.
Does that mean you can take part in a nice fondue fountain?
I can, but, just make sure the bathroom's clear.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
Man, like a fondue fountain? That's some classy shit.
Dude, have you been to a place where they fucked up and give you two? They give you the cheese and the chocolate fountain?
Ooh. No, that's never been a fuck up. If we get both, it's because I ordered both.
No. It's a fuck up because if you do that, you're going to just have people living at that fountain all day.
Yeah, of course.
So there's going to be that one dude who just doesn't get away from the fountain.
Yeah.
He has to just look at, or they fuck up and they'll like double dip into it. So like they'll get like a cracker or something, put it in the cheese, take a bite, and then go and double dip again. It's like, no, motherfucker, that's not how it works.
Yeah, they get kicked the fuck out.
You get knocked the fuck out for that. Yeah. Like, no, get the fuck out of here,
bro. You
are
out of here.
This is COVID. Yeah. You can't fuck with that.
I'm going to order you an Uber, and you're going to pay for it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to order you an Uber and then you're going to pay for it. What do you mean I pay for it? Yeah. I said, give me your motherfucking credit card.
That's an atrocity. You can't do that.
Jesus. And yes, it's an Uber XL. You're going to pay for that. You're going to go home in style, motherfucker.
Yeah. And broke.
Jesus. And broke. Jesus. Clearly, if you got a fucking double dip and you're standing by the fondue fountain all damn night,
just like
you obviously are trying to escape some problems at home.
What the fuck is your life priority if you are double dipping? What are you doing with your life?
Exactly. Fix your life, goddammit. Fix your life. Yo, someone come get their mans. Whose mans is this? Get him the fuck out of here.
You know for a fact the guy who double dips does not have a girl.
Oh no, he probably has a little something. But she's probably
worse than he is.
She's either worse than he is, or she just doesn't know how badly she fucked up. That's what it is.
It's that kind of girl you look at and you're just like, you could do so much better. You could do so much better with your life.
It's actually true. It's like, yeah, you could do a lot better than this.
Yeah,
like literally, this man right here,
literally anybody who doesn't double dip.
Yeah, you can start by picking a dude who doesn't double dip.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
Most guys don't. Most dudes don't double dip. Through facts, just facts.
Yeah.
You know? It is what it is, though.
Yeah. And plus, everybody knows that guys who double dip are also the same kind of guys who would hit a woman. So why are you even in that relationship?
Ooh, you said a bad thing. That's too far.
Okay.
Too far.
Okay.
Yeah, gone too far.
You cancel this dick.
Cancel this dick, bitch. Anyway.
It doesn't even matter. Yo, I'm not that fucking popular. If somebody tried to cancel me, I'd get more fans.
Isn't it bad that I kind of enjoy the fact that we're not big, so we could legitimately get away with saying some of the stupidest shit out there?
No,
that's legitimately funny.
So the secret behind it is, if you notice, everybody who gets in trouble, they're all people who try to pretend to be something that they weren't.
This is facts.
So if we just go through and we just fucking talk our shit, the same way all the way through. They can't cancel us for shit that we've already been doing. You know, it's like do you know the Legion of Skanks podcast? Okay, so it's a podcast with 3 comedians.
I'm sorry, hold on. You said Legion of Skanks?
Yes.
I'm already interested.
So it's 3 comedians, 2 Jewish guys and a Puerto Rican, and they label their podcast the most offensive podcast. Like they say some like wild shit.
Sir. I will be the judge of that.
Okay, so 2 years ago during Black History Month, they hired a black guy to come in and wear chains, and the Puerto Rican whipped him.
Alrighty, I don't like him. So fuck him. Keep going. Congratulations, mission accomplished.
So, but the idea behind that, though, is that they straight out the gate said, we're the most offensive. And that's how they got their fan base. So even by today's standards, like, they're still on YouTube. Like, you can't cancel them because they take that responsibility. They're like, no, we are offensive. That's what we do. Like, that's why our fans fuck with us. You can't cancel us because people who don't like this aren't listening. So there's nothing to cancel. You know? But I'm saying that's the general idea of it.
I see the logic behind it.
Right.
I do.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, as long as we're not trying to pretend to be something that we're not, we can't be canceled. And also, as long as we don't touch little kids, you know. Basically.
Yeah, don't touch little kids.
Yeah. No.
Don't do. Well, you have little kids, so you're gonna have to touch your kids.
No, fuck no.
Fuck you mean? I've heard you try to give your kids a bath.
They fucking hate it.
Exactly. You're gonna have to touch them.
It's just my oldest. My youngest, as soon as we start the bath, he's like, "Let me in that motherfucker." Okay. The oldest one is like the fucking witch from Wizard of Oz or something, and he's like, "I'm gonna melt if you put me in there."
I swear, people make having kids seem so glamorous.
Having kids is easy. Easy. As long as you're okay with the lack of sleep.
Oh yeah, I'm used to that.
Yeah. Besides that, it's whatever.
I normally operate on 4 hours or less of sleep.
It's like, what, you don't want to play with Legos all day? Fuck you.
Yeah.
I'll play with Legos all motherfucking day.
But then I can't watch violent movies and shit.
No, you just watch those at night when the kids go to bed.
Okay. What about fucking the wife?
Same thing. When the kids go to bed.
Fine. Fair enough.
I never understood that argument.
What?
Of like, we haven't had sex in like a year because we had a kid. Like, no, like, you can make time. You're telling me that kid is always up, always active, always around you?
It's because you just haven't felt like fucking the thing that kid came out of. That's your problem.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you don't put that on the kid. That's on you. Make it happen. I mean, me and Lex went right back at it. Like, as soon as we got the fucking okay for it. Like,
from the doctor.
You can make time.
How long is it you gotta wait until from after she has the kids till you can actually have sex again?
I'm probably wrong, but I want to say it's like 6 weeks.
Something like that. Over a month.
Yeah.
A little over a month.
It's like 6 or 8. Something around
there. That's fine.
I don't know. I don't plan on having any more kids, so.
Oh. So tubes tying or things getting snipped?
I'll probably get snipped before she gets tied. Plus, you know, then when I'm out there cheating on her, I don't want to have like kids with all them random bitches.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ!
She doesn't listen to the podcast.
I mean, yeah, but do you really want to risk it?
No, wait. I'll say this to her face. You want me to bring her in here?
Yes, do it. Do that. Bring her in here.
No. We've been here for, we're at an hour.
Is it an hour?
Almost an hour.
It kind of just went off the rails. This is, okay, by the way, some of y'all are looking at us like, oh yeah, structure. All this other stuff. This is what it looks like when there's no structure. Well, no, it's not true. The other shit didn't have structure and it looked like that too. But this is what it looks like when both of us are completely off it and we just don't give a shit. I'm literally just talking to him at this point. I have a list over here. Shit, we should be talking about.
Yeah, I have a list too.
Touched none of it. We haven't touched any of it.
But I would still say that this is more structured than not.
Okay.
Like, it's not like we just said random shit. Like, you know what I mean? Everything flowed. We talked about a bunch of random shit. But it's not like my fucking other podcast where it's like literally nothing has to do with anything. You know, we branched into things. We're Gucci.
I guess. We at least covered one subject. Actually, that was good. None of this should be in the podcast, but it's all going to be in there anyway.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah. Because this is going up immediately after we're done.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. Yeah, pay attention next week, you fuckers. Because we're going to have a dope-ass guest.
Yeah. We're going to have Uncle Zed.
Hopefully. I mean, I was trying not to say names. Just in case, but you know. Well, it'll be, it's Uncle Zed or Lex. One of them will be here.
If I were you guys, I'd push for Lex. Because Lex is like a fucking machine gun of content. She's going to come in here, she's going to make this dude be on his toes.
I'm going to leave.
It'll be hilarious.
I'm going to be done with the podcast.
You'll leave? You just be like, fucking, I'm done?
Yep. I'll be like, now it's your guys' podcast. Lex, you better start growing a beard.
Wow. Disrespect. Besides, Lex has her own podcast plan with my lady.
At some point.
Yeah, baby, you can get mad all you want. I love you, though. But,
yeah. Are they doing their own channel, or are they going to be a part of this network?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
My lady basically is just like, okay, well, you know, she's got a lot of shit going on in her life right now, and she's like, don't push it too much. I have to sort all this other shit out.
Well,
and I'm just like, hey,
I talked to Nymph, and I was like, if you guys do it on the Outdone network, I was like, I'll do all the producing. Like, all you guys have to do is record, send it to me. I'll do all the editing, upload, all that shit.
She would edit it. She'd probably edit it herself.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I know her.
So I just don't know.
She knows edit.
She loves
to edit.
It happens. Man.
Baby girl's actually quite good at that.
Pistachios are good as fuck.
Pistachios?
Yep. That's what I'm munching on.
Where is your Spanish wife? I need her input.
No, we don't.
I need her input on this pork chop with rice and peas.
Nope.
I mean rice and beans. I need a Spanish lady to tell me if these are good.
I deny you.
You deny me? You deny me your wife?
Yeah.
Why?
Because that's kind of like one of my only powers as a husband. You know, I gotta abuse it from time to time. And I'm not dealing with her right now. She's drunk.
Scale of 1 to 10, how drunk is she?
Pretty drunk. She's alright though. Like just sober enough to still like take care of shit. But drunk enough that I don't want her in here.
She'll come in here and say some crazy shit?
Yeah, probably. And then we definitely won't be able to upload.
Is what it is. Alright, man, I'm done.
You're fucking done?
How long we at now? Yeah.
Just so...
Pretty sure we're at an hour.
Yeah, just about an hour.
There you go. So we're good.
Depending on how much I gotta edit out of the beginning.
That was probably like 15 minutes, so...
Maybe. Yeah, we're good. We're Gucci, baby.
Well, we cleared the 30, 40 minutes either way.
By far. Anything you want to plug?
But... follow Nymphette 666 at twitch.tv.
When are you going to start streaming again? So you can plug your own shit.
I don't know.
I'm going to start putting your...
like twice.
I'm still putting your plug in the fucking description from now on.
Alright.
People want to check out his Twitch. He's there sometimes.
I was actually telling the lady today I was considering streaming.
Yeah.
I just got Red Dead Redemption 2.
Okay.
So I was like, all right,
I haven't played that yet.
It's good.
Looks dope. Alright. Next week. Super spectacular guest time. And yeah. Love your faces.
Bye.